about some music. I'm going to talk about how you play a song called Fever by the Black Keys. And a lot of this, especially our main verse chorus, kind of works off of our bass line. We kind of start with the open A, and then we go third on the low E, and then we go to first fret on the low E, and then we go open E, and then open D, and then first fret on the low E. Later on, that kind of gets embellished a little bit, where you could do open A, and then third on the low E, first fret on the low E, open E, open D, but then you hear where the bass later on goes to third fret on the A string, and then back to the first fret on the low E, and then open E. So we want to kind of play around with those notes. And if we were going to back that up with chords, we'd start on an A minor chord. We play A minor. First finger goes to B on the first fret, second finger on the D second fret, and third finger on the G string second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor, and it sounds really, really sad. And then for that third fret on the low E bass note, we can back that up with a G chord. And we play G. First finger goes to A on the second fret, second finger on the low E third fret, and third finger on the high E third fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the G, we'd be going to an F major chord. We'll talk about an easy way to do this, but if you know the bar F major, you do your first finger across the entire first fret, second finger on the G second fret, third finger on the A third fret, and the pinky on the D third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now, a good substitute for that can be F major 7, where you do the first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the G second fret, and third finger on the D string third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds an F major 7 chord, and it sounds really groovy. And then from the F, we go to an E minor chord. We play E minor. First finger goes to A on the second fret, second finger on the D second fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And then from the E minor, we go to a D minor chord. We play D minor. First finger goes to high E on the first fret, second finger on the G second fret, third or fourth finger on the B string third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E, that sounds a D minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And then from the D minor, you could make a quick change actually to a C major chord, or you could probably just stay on D minor. But the way you play C major, first finger goes to the B on the first fret, second finger on the D second fret, third finger on the A third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the C, we go back to F, and then we kind of end with an F major to an E minor change at the very end. So there's a couple different strumming options you may want to play around with through the tune. You could work kind of a down idea, kind of an A minor for 8, and then A minor for 4, G for 4, F for 8, F for 4, E minor for 4, D minor for 4, or 8, and then D minor for 4, C for 4, F for 8, and then F to E minor. So I'm kind of adding a little bit of right hand into that. A minor, G, F, E minor, D minor, D minor, C, F, E minor. Or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So you took the A minor and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Now, the weird part about applying that to our main verse chords is some of the chords half. So on those chords, you may want to do the down, down up of the pattern on each of those chords. Or you could half the strum pattern. There's a couple different ways you could do this. But you could kind of take the A minor for a down, down, up, and then hit the G for the up, down, up. Or you may want to think about A minor with the down, down, up, up, and then hit the G for a down, up. So if you tried it that way, you'd have A minor, down, down, up, G down, up, F, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, E minor, D minor, down, up, down, up, D minor, down, up, C, F, down, up, E minor, down, up, A minor, or you can even mix it up between those. A minor, down, up, G Or something else that I like to add to a song like this too is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, you can throw the bass for the chord. So on the A minor, you'd have the A for the bass. On the G, you'd have low E for the bass. On the F bar, you'd have low E for the bass. Unless you're doing the F major 7, then you have D for the bass. On the E minor, you have low E for the bass. On the D minor, you'd have D for the bass. And on the C, you'd have the A for the bass. If we try adding basses on those halving parts, you could even just make the bass down up on each of those chords. If that makes it easier to kind of follow. So you'd have A minor, G, basically be repeating that progression. And actually another variation actually that can be kind of cool through the tune too is a down up down up up down up. If you kind of dig on that, you can have A minor with a down up down up up down up down up down up G up down up down up down up down up down up down up E minor up down up D minor C F E minor. Or you could add basses to that and make it a bass up down up down up. Kind of dig on that. A minor, G, F, E minor, C, F, E minor. Play around with it a little bit too. You may want to find a way that works for you and run with it. Or at times, actually, it almost feels like a reggae feel, actually. So even working kind of a down, kill it idea through the chords can be kind of cool. D minor, C, F, E minor. So, play around with it. It might depend on who you're playing with too. But we'll basically be repeating that, and actually there is a cool little lick actually that kind of turns up in the keyboard part if you wanted to follow those notes. You can play 5th fret on the high E, open E, 5th fret on the high E, open E, and then 5-3 on the high E, and then 1st fret on the high E, 1st fret on the B, 1st fret on the high E, and then 1st fret on the B, 1st fret on the high E, open E, and then 1st fret on the B, and then 3rd fret on the B, 2nd on the G, 3rd on the B, and then 1st on the B, 3rd on the B, 1st on the B, 3rd on the B, open E, and then 1st fret on the high E, 1st fret on the B, 1st fret on the high E, and then open E, and then 3 on the high E, open E, 3 on the high E, and then 4th fret on the high E. So all together you got that 5 5 0 0 5 5 0 5 3 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 1 3 3 2 2 3 3 1 3 1 3 0 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 3 0 3 4. So we wanted to kind of follow those notes. A E E A E A G F F C C F F C F E C D D A D D C D C D E F F C C F F E G G sharp could be cool. Or you can even throw in some of the bass notes to back it up. So you can start with the open A, and I'm kind of doing this hybrid picking, so I'm using my pick for my basses, fingers for the other notes of the lick, and kind of that 0 and 5 together. And then you could go to 1st fret on the low E to kind of back up that 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 1, and then open D for the 3 3 2 2 3 3 1 3 1 3 0, and then the 1st fret on the low E for the 1 1 1 1 1 1 0, and then the open E for the 3 0 3 4. Might be kind of cool to kind of play around with that lick. play around with that lick too. And then we'll basically be repeating that until we get to our bridge part. And on our bridge, you'll hear this cool little lick come out where you can play second on the G string, and then we go to open G. So it's kind of playing around the A minor too, and you may want to do this with downstrokes, but kind of A minor. And then if you kind of lift off the third finger of that, you can kind of get an open G to come out of that, and that's called A minor 7 when you use just those two. So it's kind of A minor 7, A minor 7, when the bridge kind of kicks off. And then from there we go to an E minor chord. But then we go to our G major chord, and then we go to a D minor chord, and then we go to an F major chord. And it's almost like it starts over again, but you may want to actually kind of use the A minor instead of the A minor 7. You may want to think about using a full-fledged G on that part. So we could do that with just the downstrokes actually. A minor 7, A minor 7, and then our E minor, G, B minor, F, and then you want to do A minor, G, A minor, G, E minor, G, D minor, F. Or you may want to try that with basses, actually, kind of that A minor 7, A minor 7, E minor, G, D minor, F, A minor, G, A minor, G, E minor, G, D minor, F. Then we go into kind of our outro part, and we just kind of change just our last chord. Actually, we start doing the A minor to G, and then a D minor, and then we go to a C major chord, and we end up kind of repeating that 4 times. And then there's this cool hit at the very end where you may want to use some bar chords for some of these chords. It's kind of an E minor, D minor, A minor hit, and you could do the E minor as a 7th fret bar over the A to the high E, 2 on the B string 8, 3 on the D7 or 9, pinky on the G9. It's kind of an E minor chord. Or you could even lift off the pinky of that and make it an E minor 7. And then from there, for the D minor chord, you may want to take those shapes and slide it down to 5th fret, kind of a 5th fret bar, 2 on the B string 6, 3rd finger on the D7 and the pinky on the G7 for a D minor chord. Or you could even lift off the pinky and make it a D minor 7. And then we kind of end that hit with kind of a big A minor at the very end. So all the way through that outro, you'd have the A minor, G, D minor, C, A minor, G, D minor, C, A minor, D bass, G Louis bass, D minor, D bass, C the A bass. But that's the basics of how you get strummed through Fever by the Black Keys. So good luck!